Hello, Gil here with the Sailing Vessel Last Affair. I started out making this video as a how-to video for cleaning your Groco sea strainer. While that's what the video still is, this is a great example of what you should not do. I let this go way too long, and it was actually really challenging to get some of the growth, and it was almost like coagulated mud and silt out of the bottom of the sight glass on this particular Groco sea strainer. So watch this, and if yours looks this bad, you've probably done like I have and let it go too long before cleaning it. I'll show you a couple of the tools that I use when I'm going to go ahead and clean the water strainer to make it a little easier. First is some kind of a little pail. It's an old popcorn bucket, but it's a pretty good size to fit right underneath the water strainer, and this will even hold there while I'm removing the strainer and cleaning it. And the other thing is a bottle brush, and you pick this up at a local, like I just got this at a Walmart. It's a fairly soft bristled brush, but what's nice about this is I'll be able to, once I take the top of the water strainer off, I'll be able to push this in and clean the sight glass all the way around it. And then this one is dedicated just for that. It hangs in the engine room, so I'll clean it back out when I'm done and hang it back in the engine room by the water strainer. Before we get started, the first thing we're going to want to do is definitely turn off the air conditioning unit. I always make sure that the power is turned off to the pumps as well, both to the air conditioner. So I will turn off the air conditioner pump in the main for the front electric panel. I will turn off the back air conditioner as well as the power to my water circulation pump. And then I'll be ready to come on into the engine room, and my water strainer is right here. So we'll get a close up and clean that out. And before we get started, it's going to be important that we turn off the seacock here to the water inlet for that particular filter. Okay, it always says to finger tighten these things only, so I'm going to be able to loosen it by hand. When I do, I want to make sure that the little sealer O-ring is still on there. We don't want to drop or lose that. Just set that up here on the shelf for now. And then what we want to do is pull this little screen out. Tell by looking at this that I went way too long on this one, and you can see just how nasty that filter really is. So I'm going to take that and just set it down in a little bowl there for a moment. Yeah, it's really nasty in there. One of the problems I can already tell is happening here is this silty material is getting through the filter, and it feels like it's almost like a gelatin. I'm seeing if I can get some of this stuff out of here just to show what it looks like. There, you can kind of see it. It's almost like a gelatin material. Not good, and the fact that it's down inside of that means that I went way too long cleaning this filter, and I'll probably have to make this an every other week event while sitting in this water, especially as shallow as it is. My through hull here is probably only about 2, maybe 3 feet from the silt underneath me. You can see that water coming in, just how silty it is underneath the boat. This is now going to be an effort of picking this out manually. Well, this turned out to be a really fairly nasty job, and I mentioned before that this has a lot of trash in it. I should be cleaning this out more often, and this silty stuff is just kind of proof of it. So what I'll do is I'm going to start scooping this stuff out of here just by hand at first, and to get this crap out, and then I'll use the brush to clean it. Once cleaned, you can use that same bottle brush and go right inside of here. Alright, so this has been cleaned out with the brush. I just took it over to the sink and did that. And the strainer's been cleaned, so we'll put that strainer back in there all the way. We'll take our lid, I'll open this up or loosen it just enough to get rid of the air pocket that's in here. When water starts flowing out, then I left the seacock open, so I'm just going to do this until water starts to flow. Alright, we've got water there, so that means the air pocket's out on the top. Now I'm just going to hand tighten this back down again. And now when I turn the pump on, it won't be sucking any of that air that's at the top of this. This is a non-priming pump with air conditioning.